Hey guys, Squirrel Blind Wave. I'm Eric.
I'm Calvin.
I'm Aaron.
And we are back with Superman, the animated series. We are 2 parts into, I think, the 3-part premiere.
Yeah.
So,
kind of like a pilot.
Yeah, and it kind of feels like Superman has, I don't know, starting to get a foothold on Earth as he begins his career as the Blue Angel.
Indeed.
I mean, he has a suit.
And he has a suit. He's got
He's
pretty
got
much
a suit and a
everything now.
tie and a job.
But I'm pretty sure a plane exploded or something.
Yeah.
Well, it's got a missile shot at it and it's going down.
Well,
He's
yeah,
like,
but
Robin. Oh, wait. Not that show. Damn.
we miss Batman.
We just heard the song.
Slow it down.
He's pulling. Speed it up.
Oh!
Well, now it has no vertical stabilization. It's going to go in a flat spin.
It was going to crash you.
Just pick it up from the bottom.
It's worse.
Yeah.
Now they can't control it at all. Honestly, it shouldn't be flying like that.
Calvin, quit criticizing Superman!
It should be going like this because it has lift on one side and none on the other.
Lift it from the bottom.
I believe he knows more than
Lift
you
it
do
from the
about
bottom.
lifting
Take it back up in the
planes.
sky.
I'm not saying
don't
I
know
know about
shit.
lifting planes.
You are,
I'm
you
saying
said it.
the way that plane is flying is not how a plane would fly.
All I'm saying,
Yeah, I'm seeing it. It's flying.
it
How
needed
that-
some stabilization, and in the movie, he would have just helped lift the one wing that was broken.
Sure.
Books and Well, all those people are dead.
So
Man,
books and magazine.
you have ruined this. Come on. Lift.
Don't do it by just the very
Put your
nose
back
cone.
into it.
A lot of times it's hollow. It has like instruments inside.
Superman is not hollow. He's not a robot.
I'm talking about the nose cone
His nose is fine.
of the airliner.
Jesus. Pusher.
I would push her in too.
Pusher and runs. Jeez.
Making like actual plane landing noises.
Run mime. Is that a mime?
Yeah.
Doesn't look like a Mr. Mime.
He's so committed to the bit.
I hope it goes.
Oh,
there
he
we go.
did.
You're fired.
You can't talk.
You can never come to this park again.
Looks like a flying guy.
No kidding. I know he's flying, but who is he? Where did he come from? What does he want? Look who I'm asking.
Nice S.
Excuse me?
Nice ass.
It is what.
Somehow, I don't think a guy like that has a press agent, Chief.
Well, somebody better get something on this guy fast. I've never seen the city in such a state. Look at these faxes. If we don't get some
Yeah, which state is this city in?
Dude, look at these faxes. I love it.
They want to know everything about me. Some are even afraid of me. Just like Jarrell and Lara warned. Does this mean I'm going to have to give up my life?
No, son. It doesn't matter where you were born or what you can do, you'll always be Clark Kent. Superman just helps out now and then.
Still, it wouldn't be bad if people knew a little more about Superman. I don't want anyone thinking you're like that nut in Gotham City.
You take that back.
I know that nut. That happened makes
Check with
sense.
Star Labs, and they're just as clueless as everyone else about our flyboy. Right.
Wait.
I'm heading back now.
Star
Did I
Labs.
say Star Labs?
Yeah.
Excuse me, Miss Lane. I believe I'm the one you want to talk to.
Oh, yeah? Well, where are you?
Just hang on.
Underneath?
Like, I'm invisible. You just kidnapped this woman in a car.
This is kidnapping and Grand Theft Auto.
Dude, their highway was crazy.
It's hijacking.
All I ask is that you tell the truth about me.
And that is?
I'm not here to scare anyone. In fact, I've always tried to help people whenever possible.
What do you do in your off hours?
I think that's a question for another time.
She doesn't have GPS. How does she get home?
I'm the one who's out a billion-dollar battle suit.
Actually, this could end up a silver lining in your pocket, couldn't it?
What's that?
Now that the terrorists have your prototype, the Pentagon is undoubtedly going to want you to build a bigger and better version for them.
I said this
When
last
all
week.
is said and done,
Why is
this
the
could
seam in the middle? In the
You know
front?
what?
The
Power move.
The what?
The seam. The towel.
Your friend here is suggesting I should be glad my suit was stolen. You're very amusing, Mr. Kent, is it? Yes, I'll remember that.
You're only the second person I've ever seen get under Lex's skin.
Who's the first?
Me, when I dumped him.
Oh.
Ooh, damn.
Ancient history. Anyway, what makes you think Lex might have been an accessory to the theft?
I don't think it was a theft.
Luthor, there's so
I
many
think
else.
he gave it away.
They've banged?
No.
They've banged.
That's not what they said.
Yeah, they
Like
banged.
Ricky Martin.
With a seam in the front.
Old news, Kent. The president broke diplomatic ties with Casnia months ago.
Which means Luthor couldn't sell the Regent a war suit without it being a deliberate act of treason.
But they could
So
steal it.
Luthor just left the back door open for him to take it.
Yeah,
It
but
works in
how does he
theory.
get paid?
In theory, maybe, but Perry White doesn't run.
Well, he gets paid by the U.S. government buying better suits.
Maybe.
I've told you before, there's no work for you on this ship.
No.
Fat, blasted scabs taking jobs from us union men.
Jeez, it's Raymond's brother.
Some skulls I oughta.
Yeah, sounds like an ogre.
Right here. Huh?
This guy can't even afford a shirt that covers his.
It's a sweater!
Jeez. Oh, it's strong.
Listen, Bibbo, take this and call Clark Kent of the Planet. Let him know where I am. And tell him to call Police Commissioner Henderson when he doesn't hear from me in 20 minutes. Got that? 20 minutes.
From the time of the call or from now?
Yeah, sure. Let me see. Call Kurt Kent. I don't know about the boat and something about the police yet. Okay. Hey, soda.
Oh my god.
You'll be okay.
She'll be okay. That guy was so
soda.
thirsty.
Oh man. That's so funny.
Hey, soda.
I'm John Corbin, Special Attaché to the Regent. How may I help you, Miss?
Lois Lane, Daily Planet.
This guy seems charming and untrustworthy.
Not smuggling, and was
This
wondering
live
if I
action
could
played
ask
by,
you some
like,
questions about your cargo.
But we have
no cargo.
You know.
You think? I
You
was
must
thinking
know
like
there's a
whenever
trade embargo between the
like
U.S.
Key and Peele have like the blonde wig.
Oh.
Then you won't mind me taking a look around.
Better yet, why don't we continue this interview ashore, say, over dinner? I'd be more than happy to answer any questions that you might have.
No, open the other door first! Damn it, they're clearly labeled!
I can think of some doozies.
I'll bet.
Well, he's coming in the other way, so maybe there's a one on that side of the door. You know?
Yeah, you always go in the one and out the two.
You didn't see Miss Lane come back, did you?
Nuh-uh. You know, she brought me along last week to get shots for her smuggling story.
Is that right?
Yeah, have a look.
Jeez.
Yeah, I figure a few more shots like that, and Perry's bound to put me on staff.
There it is.
That ship's a Casnian tanker.
It's so small. How can you tell?
Super eyes.
I don't know. Maybe you should take better pictures!
Oh. I was getting really hyped up for that, but it was commercial.
It had that kind of build-up, didn't it?
We're clear. Loser.
Oh my god!
I thought you were gonna throw her overboard.
Well, first you have to make sure she can't swim.
Dude, that was so fast.
You again?
You again.
Oh, they glow now!
Hey, what if you look a little further in?
Yeah, he's so good at this.
Be careful.
I trust him. Guys, it's not working.
He caught you.
Bullet.
Shoot him again. That'll work. Ah, dance!
Dude, he did like what Jackie's dad from Rush Hour did.
Yeah.
Yeah, cut a bullet.
Oh,
No bullshit.
Oh man, he's got the super scope.
Guys, like gun's not working. I'll use big gun.
Dude, it is the super scope.
Super scope. Get wrecked! Oh, that would kill him, motherfucker. They're so heavy.
Maybe. You can at least knock
That
him
one
out.
looked small.
Yeah, let me hit you in the head with it.
Oh my. Superman stand up against RoboCop's archenemy.
RoboCop.
So long, sweetheart.
Ned? Something like that?
I love that speed sound. Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool.
Makes him feel like he has such control.
Wait, they're only over there?
Police, let them know what's happening. I'm gonna try to stop that thing.
Be
Careful.
careful.
Oh my gosh. Oh, okay. I thought you shot a missile.
No! I was like...
This is Corbin. Tell the Regent his battle suit is coming to him by special delivery.
Whoa.
Oh.
He's sunk. There's the missile.
Oh, that underwater explosion.
That was pretty cool. I like that.
12! 1, 2 again! There it is again!
In the front, on the back.
I don't think the police...
Damn!
I didn't even finish them. I don't think the police are gonna be much help here. That was the casing.
Just a shell casing.
Run!
You don't have to tell me once.
I'd be backing up to begin with.
Yeah.
I might still want to see, but I'm getting some distance, you know?
These things.
It's like me throwing at that fly. Works eventually.
Seems like you submitted your fate. Dude, this is a cool place to fight, though. I like all the metal and fire.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, not that cape. You bastard.
Oh man, he's folding them up in it.
It's like a super burrito.
Extra beefcake.
Jeez, man, this thing is so strong.
It's efficient.
It's really, I mean, it's $1 billion.
He crushed him with a building. And a flamethrower.
And for good measure,
Napalm.
burn everything.
He really likes his
You
job.
laughing in there? Sounds like, what's his name? Karloff?
Boris?
Yeah, the guy who laughs in Thriller.
It's McDowell, though, right?
This one is, isn't it? No. Yeah?
Yeah, this one is.
Oh, now you start doing stuff.
Not holding back.
What if he ripped off robot arms?
Oh! The robot arm ripped his arm off?
Yeah.
Cool move. These guys get shot in there.
Eric, it's like fighting those one droids in Jedi Survivor.
It is.
Clear the area!
His super breath.
Shall we go a few rounds without the suit?
I'll take mine off, too.
Too bad.
Dang, that was great.
Yeah, Chief, I think stopping the presses would be a very good idea.
Whatever you're gonna print, don't.
We had an understanding. All I had to do was arrange for the Regent's men to take possession, and they did. And now, because of this alien's interference, you expect me to eat $1 billion?
I think you have more pressing concerns at the moment.
I'll see you later.
Good day.
Care to step outside? Dude, his windows, that's so cool.
Why limit myself to just one city? A being with your abilities could be very useful to me on a global scale. Why don't you float on in and we'll discuss it?
You little enticing. You want to come in?
Say something.
I'll be watching you, Luthor.
Wait! I'm not finished with you!
Hey, look!
There he is!
Come on down. You're okay.
You're okay! Chasing him with the thumbs up, it's great. Yeah.
What is this? Aliens.
Clearly. Itruta.
Oh,
no.
Yes.
What the heck? What kind of satellite did he make? I thought it was just information.
Brainiac systems activated.
Damn.
Oh. Shit. They'll never be heard from again.
That's crazy, but we'll probably never see him again. Like, space is pretty big. I don't know how
Yeah,
far away
we'll never see him again.
Krypton was,
Yeah.
you know, but like he could be any planet, and clearly there's aliens, so he could go anywhere.
Yeah, you could tell though because he was going from right to left that he was going towards Earth.
What?
Yeah.
Bad guys go right to left.
Oh,
he's right.
And good guys go left to right. You learned that from X-Men.
Yeah.
Right.
Or think about any like war movie that you watch when they're running at each other. It's almost always the same.
Like X-Men. War movie. What war movie does that?
Braveheart, Patriot.
Is Braveheart good guys left, bad guys right?
Yeah.
Is it? I've never really watched it.
I think so. I don't know, I might be wrong. I'm pretty sure it is.
For some reason, I picture them being the right is the side that Mel Gibson's people were on.
Maybe.
Were they the Scottish?
Or you watch the copyright protection version, they just flipped it.
I was, yeah.
Yeah.
It was like the TBS,
Yeah.
PG version.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I like the fight in this one.
Where they had balloons under their
with
kilts.
the robot.
I love the like the one area they fought in when like the rubble was there,
Mhm.
like the flame in the background with like the
Yeah.
metal and stuff
It looks
around.
really
it. Just had a
cool.
real cool look to it.
Dude, that robot is
The suit?
It's effective.
It's highly
that thing's
effective.
effective. The way that
Why
it
it's
just
worth $1 billion.
$1 billion. Yeah, you're right. Man, that thing's effective.
It had a machine gun, rocket launcher.
Yeah.
People got on its back. It would electrocute them.
Yeah.
It could fly. What else did it have? I don't know. It could pick up
It
stuff.
had
was
like
strong.
napalm.
Yeah, it shot some
missiles.
Because that wasn't just a flamethrower. Like it
No.
shot like a liquid. It looked
It
like,
looked
and then
like
it landed and
splashed.
started to
Yeah.
burn.
Yeah.
You know, like that's crazy.
And then and then that whole building just fell on top of him.
You know the one thing I don't like in the art style? Remember how we talked about like in Batman, Bruce Wayne's eyes, like they were blue with the white? Like, at one point I was like, oh, well that's weird, because Superman's eyes have like the black dot,
Yeah.
but like just skin tone.
Mm.
But then I was like, oh, it must just be art style. But then Lex Luthor didn't. He had like
Yeah,
the
almost nobody
pupil
else has it.
with the, I'm like, why did they do that? Is it because he's alien? Like, I just
No,
something
the
about the
kids said
skin
that.
tone eyeball bothers me. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Yeah. To where it's all pupil and like the what's it called? The little
Yeah, it's
area
like,
right above the eye where the fold is.
It's like if I was doing a drawing and I was like, oh man, I'll pick this for the skin color, fill. But because I have no lines really to do the eyeball, it just fills all of it.
I mean, a lot of cartoons will do that. Well, they'll have like different. It's called being on model with their key art and stuff like that. They do that, but I've agreed with you where like I would prefer to be consistent. If that's what eyes should look like, then that's what eyes should look like.
Yeah.
I mean,
in that art style.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just a thing where they're like, this is the character that we're going to draw the absolute most out of everyone. Let's make him the easiest to draw.
Maybe, I guess.
So, like, the time that they will save over the years of having to draw this character will
But, like-
be worth having.
Well, then just do everybody's eyes that way.
But like when he's Clark Kent, I think he had white eyes.
No.
Right? Or did he always have that?
He has
Because I didn't
glasses.
notice it every time, but then when I noticed it, then the rest of the show, the episode, I noticed it.
It's harder to notice when he's wearing his glasses because there's like a little
I mean,
shimmer around his
in
eyes.
fact,
I
that
don't
might
know.
be the reason that he has his eyes look like that is so that they look normal when he's wearing glasses.
Maybe.
And then you don't look different when he's Superman. So that might be the simple
The
reason.
reason.
Yeah.
I think Gordon's eyes were the same way.
Yeah, they were.
And he always wears glasses.
Batman animated series.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you know, there were characters that looked like that and some that didn't. I mean, I don't know. It's just it's a style. I do
It's just
agree though.
it's one of those things where
I just like it,
if
but
you're gonna make that the
I
style, I'd rather them just do that with every character. Just do that with all the, and then I'd be like, well, that's just how they're drawn in this. But when
Yeah.
you have like half of the people have like white eyeballs with like their pupils and stuff, and then the other people are just like skin toned eyeballs. It's
Especially considering that like the shape and the way eyes are presented in animation is some of the most important, like, I don't know, detail you can have to really show that this is your style. You know, it's always fun for me to watch, or not watch, but to see like posts that like, here's Goku from Dragon Ball, but as a Naruto character, and it's Goku, but his art style's changed to look that way, and the eye shape's always slightly different. And I always find, at least for anime, and a lot of times for animation, the eyes are like the key for that art style. That's what you look at the most, what you see the most. So, I don't know. Yeah, they're kind of doing it with Superman here, but not necessarily. I don't think I've really noticed other than the Kents with anybody else.
But no, other than that, like everything else, I thought was pretty good.
I love the boat captain guy.
I mean, I like that he's, you know, the plane thing. Like, he hasn't done this before, so he doesn't know how to save a plane. So I'll just pull it on the tail, and it doesn't work, you know? So he's just trying.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't. He's not Calvin. He doesn't know how a plane works.
Sure. Like, in the moment, I'm like, what are you doing? No, just lift it from the bottom, you know? Like, but I've seen other Superman. I have that.
Sure.
It's like in a show where they don't know about zombies.
Sure.
Versus
You're like,
in a
"Man,
meta experience,
why are these
we
dead
know
people standing up?"
We've
Yeah.
seen so many
Yeah.
types of zombies. Like, just shoot him in the head, you know? Like,
It always works.
hey, are you okay,
Yeah.
Fred? You know? No,
Sure.
he's dead. It's like one of those kind of
Fred
things.
is
I think.
dead.
So, but yeah, the dock worker guy.
Oh my gosh.
Hey,
Soda. She'll be okay.
Yeah. Can we see his? You said that was. You think it was Ray Romano's brother from?
He just the voice
He sounded
reminded
like him.
me
Yeah.
of him.
Is
Is it
It's
the
probably
next one? Maybe.
It's probably.
I think his name was Bebo or something.
Bibbo.
Brad Garrett. I don't know. Is that the guy's name? I don't know who Brad Garrett is.
Yeah, he sounded like.
So
Sounds
this
like him.
guy's Brad Garrett.
That's him.
That's Ray Romano's brother from
Is it?
Everybody Loves Raymond.
You nailed it.
Interesting.
He's got that great voice.
It just sounded like him.
Yeah.
It's just funny.
Who else does he voice?
Soda.
I think he was the voice of Krang. And did you see either the newer Ninja Turtle movies? Well, that doesn't help me there. I'm trying to think of other voices. What else he's been
I
in?
mean, I see him mostly in live action stuff.
Yeah, usually
Which
I
of
think he's in live
the
action stuff.
Which of the Turtles
He
movies?
was in the newer stuff.
Like
He was a voice in Tangled.
Okay.
He was a voice in Ratatouille.
Okay.
Gusto.
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 Oh shit.
Gusto.
He's the fucking the reviewer guy, right?
The food reviewer. That goes
Isn't that
back.
his name?
That goes back into time.
Yeah.
He's voiced
Nostalgia.
Eeyore in a lot of stuff.
Oh,
That makes sense.
Nice.
I mean, I can hope and pray, but I don't think Dock Worker is going to be the like.
He's not very high on this list.
I don't think. Well, I was going to say I don't think he's going to be returning often.
Did you see Night at the Museum?
Yes.
Remember the Easter Island heads are like, "Hey, Dum Dum,
Dum.
give me Gum Gum."
Give me Gum Gum.
That's
Yeah.
That's in
Okay.
There.
Well, shit. He's got an awesome voice.
Yeah, he does.
Hey, Dum Dum, give me Gum Gum. What'd you think? Where are you guys so far with like the music? Because like for right now, I feel like
I like it today better than I've liked the previous two. I'm hoping tomorrow or next week will
Gotcha.
be. I'll like it more.
I liked it more last time than I
Yeah.
did this time because I feel like because of the fight,
Yeah.
it played the whole episode.
It played
You know what
about
I mean?
15 times. Yeah.
And I was like, okay, but I wish
Yeah.
you had like maybe like one more song you kind of toss it. Like I love the Batman animated music, like
Yeah.
but it's it's the Batman theme they use, but they don't use that every time Batman starts fighting somebody, you know?
Well, and it's also not the same song from the intro. Like Batman's music in the show is slightly different than
Yeah.
Danny Elfman's.
It just kind of
thing.
fits
Yeah,
in
I
that a
get
little
you.
bit, you know? So like
Yeah, this
I don't,
one
I don't like
it
feel like I
needs
get
a
sick of it.
I like it. It needs a little variety to not just become the same cue over and over.
Yeah.
again.
What it feels like is it feels like someone like sampled like a well-known Superman theme and then they used AI to like change some of the notes to where you got the feeling of it but it's not the same notes for copyright reasons.
Sure.
I don't.
And then they
also-
only sampled this much of it, so they have to like loop it.
Whoever made the song's fine. Like I don't have any issue with the song itself, but like we came in and we had the opening, right? It's like da 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 da, and it's going through, and you just hear it for that. And then it came into the episode, and a plane's crashing, and then it goes da 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 da. I'm like, I just heard this song. Like I feel like I just needed something a little different, you know?
Yeah, sure.
That's the only thing I wanted. So like, hopefully as we go, and I'm sure it will, because usually like same with Star Wars, right? Like Star Wars had like, here's this song. John Williams did this one song, but it's like got some segments to it, so you kind of twist and change it. Here
Sure.
and there.
Now, generally with stuff like this, I'm gonna say even with the time period that it was made in, like you hire a composer at the beginning of the show, and then you don't often have them like doing new music for the whole show. They'll do like 10 songs that they just repeat over and over and over
Yes.
again. You know?
Yes.
I don't know.
But I need more. That's what I'm saying.
I
It's
need
like,
those 10 songs.
Well,
in
it's
my
just
episode.
what I was gonna say is the exact same thing that you're saying. Is that in Star Wars, you had John Williams. He did one song, and they kind of use that song through a lot of elements of that, right? Like if you listen to the main Star Wars theme, it has like 3-4 motifs of kind of changing, right? But then as we go on later on, we still use that song, but we get more songs that we just kind of like put in there. Now you get the Imperial theme, now you got the Emperor's theme, and then we just kind of grow a little library of songs. Hopefully, as we continue, we'll get that where like here's another song that we introduce, and then we can kind of like use them and interchange and intermingle.
I doubt it. That would be nice though. I don't put my hopes up because I would desperately want it as well, but I'm not expecting it.
Batman's music like was there, but I didn't notice it being like, I don't know, like repetitive feeling.
Sure.
I felt like this was repetitive for me.
Sure.
But visually, I liked what I was seeing. I like Lois Lane a lot too.
Yeah.
She's an interesting character. She's very gray in this.
She dated Lex Luthor.
Some iterations, she's very white hat in this time. It feels like she can dip her elbow into some crime and stuff like that to get the story.
I like the Lois Lanes where like they're not afraid to go in and try to get the information or try to like report and stuff, and usually that's how they come across.
Yeah, they're in
every once in a while, maybe not so much, but this one
Lois
I like
Lanes
a lot.
don't do that.
I mean, I don't have a lot of them in mind. I
feel
don't
like that's
remember feeling that way too much about the Dean Cain one.
I never watched that
The
one.
Adventures of Lois and Clark, but I was also younger when I watched it, and maybe I wasn't paying attention to the themes and stuff. You know? But like Lois gets in trouble, but I like that. Like I feel like she could handle herself for the most part. But even whenever she saw the one thing and the guy pulled out the gun, I don't feel like she was like, she didn't feel scared. You know what I mean? She felt like she was still like
felt old hat to her.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's like, I got you. What are you gonna do now?
She's gonna be in a lot of situations where she doesn't do the safe thing and disengage, and Superman will save her. That's what will probably happen.
Sure.
But I get what you mean.
relies on Bibbo too much.
Yeah.
He wasn't even that thirsty. He was just like, oh, hey, soda. She'll be all right.
She'll be all right.
He wasn't like, oh my gosh, yes, I'm dying of thirst. He was just like, kind of in the mood for a soda.
I liked Superman's lines right after he breaks open that tin can. You know, he's like, "Why don't we go a couple rounds without the suit?" It's always nice when he can be a little threatening and not always perfect. You know,
Sure.
It'd been fun if he would say that, like, how we go a few rounds without the suits.
Yeah.
Like, he's gonna take his off too.
Birthday suits only. All right, man. Well, you get some fucking sunblock, then we'll do it.
Dude, I was surprised on the Brainiac level because I was like, like I was expecting like Brainiac to do something, sure, but like information somehow he gets into the data, he starts doing more things from there. But his stupid satellite grew arms and legs and shit and just started killing aliens.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's unfortunately the legacy of Krypton, except for Clark, and I don't think he's aware of Clark.
No, and Clark's not that aware of Krypton. You know, like he doesn't really know.
He doesn't
that much.
know about.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe he can defeat Brainiac and kind of like rescue the memories of his planet. You know what I mean? I don't know if that's a possibility.
I don't know. We'll see. When we don't have any like Fortress of Solitude or anything in this, I wonder if that could be something that comes from Brainiac, maybe trying to trick him or something like that. I'm not really sure.
It'd be interesting too because like I have awareness of Brainiac kind of as a character, but like not like his origin. Like this origin, I'm like I don't really know how this works, or if this is like a typical origin or anything. Where like I've seen different origins, like doing Spider-Man. Like I've seen this comic one before, or I've seen this in games, or whatever. But for Brainiac, I just kind of like, usually my experience with him is that he's here.
Yeah.
He's there doing this stuff. Not, well, where do you come from?
Gotcha. Okay.
So it'd be interesting to kind of see like, how that goes through, I guess.
I always liked him in Smallville. He was James
Marsters, right?
Marsters, yeah.
Spike.
He was great.
I know that he played him, but I don't think I saw those. Whatever the last episode or two, if he was in that.
Sure.
I don't remember if he was or not.
Of the whole show?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
No, he was in like season 6 or something like that.
Okay.
But he was good. She'll be okay. Let's see. Lex Luthor says that 2/3 of Metropolis work for him, whether they like it or not.
Whether they know it or not.
So, yeah, he definitely seems like he's... Like, I was wondering if, like, maybe we'll have a Lex that we see slowly, go
Gain
the other
power
way
or
as
something.
Superman comes up, but it seems like he's
already there.
He's already there, yeah. And
Already making
Superman
deals.
can recognize it. Why was Lois and Clark there while he was getting a massage in his office? Were they like following up on the theft?
I think they were trying to get more comments from the theft story.
Okay.
And I think it's a Lex Luthor, like, rich guy power play thing to be like, well, I don't have any time today, but you can come in while I get my massage.
Yeah, just
one of those kind of things,
open
right?
towel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where it's just like, go ahead and ask me a question.
Hey, my ex is coming. Get the short towel. She's coming with some dude. He's probably some jerk off from Kansas, real scrawny kid, huh?
Maybe that's also...
He comes in on the elevator. Hello, mister.
Turn sideways and ducks.
Maybe that's also why Giancarlo was in my mind, too, because
Yeah.
he was playing Lex in that other show we watched, right?
Yes, he was.
Maybe that's why, too.
Mm-hmm.
He was an interesting Lex Luthor.
Yeah, he was. But I'm Clancy Brown. It's one of my favorite voices of all time, so
Yep.
It's going to be an easy sell for me.
No, it'd be interesting. I wonder how, like, Lex Luthor is a good villain for him, but we have Brainiac too. So like lots of times in a season, like I don't know what to expect with this. I know lots of times in a season of like typical TV now, you'll have like a main villain kind of being built up that you need to defeat for the season. But with this being what it is, probably when it was released, like Batman didn't have that. You know what I mean? It was more of like Power Rangers had Rita, and like, well, we gotta defeat Rita, but every week you had something else you were fighting instead of actually fighting Rita. So I wonder if like, will we have that with like a Lex or Brainiac thing? Like, does Brainiac come and we have to just defeat him? Does he send us challenges we have to fight? Does Lex Luthor and Brainiac do something to get, like, I wonder like how connected the story will be, where these three have been very connected.
Sure.
Versus like, kind of like when we watch Batman, you'll have like, here's a part 1 and 2 about Catwoman, but then the next one's about Ra's al Ghul, and you didn't have to know anything about Catwoman before,
Sure.
I think I'll be most interested to watch the next episode just to see, because this was technically like a 3-part Last Son of Krypton premiere, kind of.
Sure.
I wonder if next episode's format will continue the more like story-driven, like this goes to the next episode, then the next episode, or will it be more self-contained? And then we can have, we call it Freak of the Week.
Yeah.
Or Media Freak of the Week, if you're a Smallville fan.
Like
episodes. Because we know at least like Livewire will be around at some point. That's the only thing we do know.
It
Right?
was the capture of Livewire, sure. So like with Brainiac, like, is that a thing? Like at some point we just know he's out there and he'll show up? Or is it like an ongoing like thing that we have to deal with later?
Imagine Brainiac in that suit.
Oh, in the power suit thing?
Yeah, that would be crazy.
Or in an army of the power suits? Like, how many more does Lex have? If Lex teams with him and makes Brainiac an army of power suits to fight Superman? But, like, that sounds like you're building up to it. Not like it's here's that episode,
Sure.
Because you need this to know that.
You do.
So I'll be curious. And I'm excited.
I'm excited, too.
For Superman.
And it's not going to be like that nut in Gotham.
Guys, thank you so much for watching Superman, the animated series with us. We will be back next week, so if you don't want to miss out on next week's episode, make sure you subscribe. We'll be here, but if you want to watch more right now, there's up to 4 weeks early access available over at blindwave.com. You can check it out right over there, as well as full lengths and updates recommendations while you're there.